This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately. Hello, freaks! How's it going, everybody? Alright, well, this is our monthly donation night where we make one last push on here for the first hour, and then I send money off somewhere. Tonight it'll probably all go to identifinders, since we have 2 new cases, but we've already given $3,000 away this month to various places. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think that number is higher now. We're at 149,600. All right. So for the first hour, you know, people send in super chats or whatever to help support the channel, and then one last push here, then I send in money. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I guess that determines where we go, or how much. Because this is like this night's usually like makes the difference for a month. This month has been pretty good. That's why we can do it, but I mean, don't get started at once, okay? Hey, thanks, Dobby Smith. Yeah, I put blue on his back and rubbed his belly earlier. And thank you, Tosh and WNC Granny, for the PayPals. Appreciate that. Hey, buddy! Wow, thanks, Scott Holland. All right. Here, let me reset the stream boss thing up there. Here, I gotta fix this. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's still calculating from earlier. We'll see. If it's not working, I'll just get rid of it, but it hasn't updated any of these yet. Yeah, let me go to the middle monitor, grab the, there it is. Nope, that wasn't where I wanted to be. There. Hopefully that works. I don't know. It's weird. Let me check my... Yeah, that looks connected and everything. Everything's good. It's kind of slow, lagging or something. But anyways, thank you to Dobby Smith, Scott Holland, and been a Megazoid for 27 months, and Lisa Mounts. Thank you. It's weird how it's just staying there. Let me try something over here. I wanted to update at least the I don't have, there's no goal for the donation night. But you can still be the super freak, but it looks like it's not working or something. Not sure why. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's strange. It's not really updating, even though it should, because I can put myself there, but it doesn't seem to be connected or something. Let me try this. Okay, I got that. Alert box. Watch. Copy. Okay. Hey, thanks. Yeah. Okay, so Scott Holland, Lisa Mounts. And then also Yeah. And Cheyenne R. Thank you. Thank you guys. That's right, yeah. I guess it is an epic fail. Not sure what that means, but hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm on at 5:30. Yeah, making sure that everybody, you know, the first hour is for people to help support the channel for the last day of each month, and then after that I give away stuff like to all the freak 101s. I spin a wheel, Oogla Boogla Freaks, Megazoid, Patreon, the moderator spin, and then send money off to, looks like probably identifinders. Hoping we can get to it's kind of a slower start than normal, but you know, who knows? Some months are different, I guess. Thanks, Jay Tharp. Yeah, I mean, don't people get notifications? I start shows from anywhere from 5 to 6:30, maybe 6:45. Thank you, Gray, for all you do. I missed several Jody lives, but I wanted to say thank you again. It really touches my heart for all you do. Well, thank you. Well, I'm only able to do it because of you guys, though. Thank you, Georgina Stoliker. Not sure why the Streamlabs thing isn't working. I have no idea. But trust me, it would make some... Wait, hold on. No, that's not it. That's not it. No, all the audio's on and everything. It just doesn't seem to be making noise. But that would have made a really cool sound. Thank you, Beth Radish. And Angelia Wilcox. Thank you. And Zozo. Hey, thank you. I want to get the Streamlabs thing working, though. It's kind of bothering me. What would be the reason? Or maybe I'll try signing out of it and back in. Usually it just works. Hey, thank you so much, Billy Juliana, the mayor. I kind of miss you don't have those really cool write-ups at the end of each show. Like last night, I'm not even sure there was one comment under the entire video. Thank you, Georgina Stoliker. Again. And Travelin' Teresa, thank you so much. What do you think? Oh yeah, and then also Bracey on, I don't know what the actual YouTube name is, but spins in there. On PayPal there, thank you. I don't know if there was any under last night's video. I almost want to always turn those into like just members only or something. I mean, it's kind of weird. But, you know, people are commenting during the show. And I guess they're not really topics like people go, ooh, you know, like they're really interested and sleuthy about. It's just sort of a old cold case. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Spicy. Pricey. Yeah, I'm going to do some testing around with the Streamlabs really quick. Test it out. Yeah, so we got until 6:30. Okay, that sort of worked. So maybe that was it. I just had to sign back in. Okay, that's a test one. That might have fixed it. Sign back in, and maybe it works. Who knows? Yeah, so this is the the last night of the month where everybody, normally on the last night of the month, everybody helps support the channel one last night and donate some money. But I mean, I'm doing the 2 shows, so maybe that has something to do with it. But that's what normally we do here. Let's see. And other than that, I don't really normally have anything to do for the first hour because I keep putting people's names into the the thing over here. So, a little weird to not know what to be doing. I don't know what to be doing now. Anybody have any questions? You know what's weird about when we do donation night? That's our lowest viewership. It's like everybody just kind of looks the other way and hides somewhere. It's weird. I mean, 130 people. It's never one of those nights where you get 300. Now, even though what we'll be talking about later is pretty interesting stuff, it's weird how that works like that. Not really. Not in here. We've been doing COVID for a few years, Danielle. But thank you. Yeah, COVID's a long time ago. We started doing this during COVID, as a matter of fact. The first year of COVID was we did 22,000 in donations. The second year was 42,000. The third of COVID was 62,250. So it's gone up all the years during COVID. Interestingly, don't you think? Thanks, Tina Susser. Yeah, definitely not over here. Yeah. Yeah, definitely hasn't worked like that over here. Oh yeah, to organizations. Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah. Like Texas EquiSearch, they were so grateful for us because during the pandemic they weren't able to do. I think people thought you were talking about to my channel, but anyways, the Texas EquiSearch wasn't able to do presentations or go out and try to do fundraising. So during that time we sent them, gosh, I mean, at least I would say at least $20,000 during the pandemic time. So it definitely helped them out. And thank you everybody for helping support the channel. Ding, 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 ding. And one thing that's sort of interesting here, though, is like normally, like when we do these donation nights on PayPal, there's usually like 20 of those that come in. There's only 3. The amount, like right now in the chat, is about a fifth. Even though we do have another 43 minutes, but it's sort of interesting. I don't know what the difference is, but through the month was good. It was just this isn't the normal night here. No idea the huge number of people that go missing every year. No, it's way more than we ever cover, for sure. I don't know if they got sent out or not. I don't. When you say notifications get sent out, how do I know that? I mean, I could post in gray, do with my here and send one out to Twitter, I guess. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I don't know what you do with sex offenders. I mean, would anybody want to have one next door to them? Or even feel comfortable? Yeah, I guess I could go over this. Yeah, this is something that Zozo sent me over here. I mean, as soon as I saw it, I saw what county it was in. I was thinking of Summer Wells. But it says this 4-year-old Dalton Drinnon was last seen near the Sandy Valley Road area near Rogersville. He is thought to be walking with his yellow Labrador Retriever. He was wearing a gray t-shirt, khaki shorts, and no shoes. The shirt says, "How to Train Your Dragon." He is about 3 feet tall, weighs 40 pounds, and has curly blonde hair and brown eyes. Anyone who has seen him, call 911 or 1-800-TBI-FINE. Thank you, Lane Doon. And Linda Howell, as in Linda Molden Howe of the Cattle Mutilations and Crop Circles. Well, it's good to see you, Linda. His last name is Drinnon. Well, not really the start of donation night that I was hoping for, but we got another 39 minutes left. Let's see. I'll look up something here. So 4 years old. And what street was this? Sandy Valley Road. That's not it. Oh, maybe that is it. Because there's a Drinnon that lives right there. And that's Sandy Valley Road. Hey, thanks, David Hughes. My half-brother. Well, the Arius show today was pretty good. Yeah, it's always kind of funny in there. Crazy stuff. Thank you, Allie Cake. So that is a Drinnon. Thank you, Mickey Duff. And Allie writes, thank you very much. Now we got another 36 minutes for the donation night portion, and then we're gonna go send money off and do some spins, or maybe I'll do some cases and then do all the spins for everybody at the very end. How about that? So like I said before, this is where we do the last push of the month, and you know, I want to be able to do $6,000 out this month, which is way more than the last two. We did 4. Before that was like 6 and 7 and things like that, but kind of dropped off. But I worked really hard the last month and a half basically on the, you know, trying to do 2 different shows, you know, one during the daytime and one at night, and you know, see if we can, you know, somehow get back to that. Hey, there's Bama Forever in there. Hey, thanks, Traveling Teresa. You're the one with the Harley, right? Let me see, there's another Drinnon over here. I didn't think that was going to be a common name, but maybe it's sort of a local. No. Last seen near Sandy, this road right here. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, I know times aren't the greatest, so I appreciate anybody who can help support in here. So that's pretty close to this Drinnon right here. Thank you, Kathy Chapin. Okay, there's another Drinnon right there. It's not really a common name, but apparently it is over there. Bunch of them. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? There's another one right there. They must live in the area. Yeah, I mean, literally, there's like 20 of them. Bunch of Drinnons that live in Rogerville. A 4-year-old. Oh, that's the one we already got. I don't know. And there's literally pages of Drinnons, which isn't really a common name. Yeah. I thought I landed on it. There's one Lawson. It's over there. So anyway, this 4-year-old named Drinnon, last name Drinnon, is right there. And here's the TBI. TBI issues endangered child alert for missing Hawkins County 4-year-old. An endangered child alert was issued for 4-year-old Dalton Drinnon. He was last seen in the Sandy Valley Road area of Rogersville walking away from his home on Wednesday afternoon. Drinnon is 3 feet tall, 40 pounds, with brown eyes and blonde hair, curly hair. He was last seen wearing khaki shorts, gray t-shirt with How to Train Your Dragon. He might be walking with a yellow Labrador Retriever. I mean, it does kind of make you think immediately of Summer Wells, right? Well, it doesn't help. I'm trying to find the house that they broke away from. And it's Sandy Valley Road. And there's 66 right here. So they blocked off this area. Wonder why they would do that. Maybe they've already found him and he's... I mean, usually when they block a road off like that, there's a body that was found. Well, yeah, the mom's name would help. Is her last name Heather? I mean, is her last name Drinnon? All right, guys, we got another 28 minutes. Not the greatest night we've ever had in here, I can tell you that. Like literally a third of the normal night, so I'm not sure what to say. It's sort of something you count on. All right, let's see. Let me go to this one. Yeah, so that one lives here. I already had that address. So I don't really know how he would get up here on the Sandy Valley Road. Thank you, Candalee Woodward Stone. Yeah, it doesn't look like the Super Freak situation is working up there. Thanks, Jay Tharp. Let's see. Oh, we don't have a goal. There's no goal on the donation night. But we're like literally, I'd say hundreds, like it's ridiculously lower than normal if you really want me to give you the answer, Allie writes. There's some nights on this night where, we bring in, I don't know, 1,200 to 1,500 or so. And tonight it's, what are we at? 437. Yeah, it's not even close to the normal. I mean, you can tell. People that have been here a long time can just tell by being here. So maybe, maybe it's something to do with the economy. I don't know. I don't really have any idea. Yeah. So we're here. Because you got to consider, like, YouTube takes their cut and then, just... I see from the map we're somewhere in Appalachia. Yeah. Well, this is where Summer Wells was. She was right over here, and she was. I think. Wait, wasn't she 4 also, or something? Thank you, your gypsy. Well, thank you on PayPal to Paulette Leonard. And Kenneth B. Hey, thank you, Eugenie. And Flora Moreno. Sorry there's no audio. I don't know what's going on with the There's probably something really simple that I'm not doing. Thank you, Flor Morena. Yeah. Well, maybe they have to go through the thickets or something. How do you know they're asking for supplies like that? Where is it saying that? Yeah. I don't see anything in there, Ali writes. Unless you have a totally different name, then. Alright, let's see. Zozo sent me that link. At approximately 4:06 p.m. today, Hawkins County Rescue Squad was dispatched to the 500 block of Sandy Valley Road in Rogersville in reference to a missing 4-year-old male juvenile, Dalton Lee Ray Drinnon. Rescue technicians immediately responded to the scene with multiple resources, assistance, and let's see. I'll have to read this more carefully. Thanks, Jen H. At approximately 4:06 p.m. today, Hawkins County Rescue Squad was dispatched to the 500 block of Sandy Valley Road. So that's probably where the family lives. $500. Well, thank you. Bama forever. Well, so it's way over there. Oh, that's the same spot. It was just so right around in here. Thank you. Wow. Okay, that's probably good. And thank you, a blank slate. You're not late, blank slate. Gotta make a rap out of the people's names. Anyway, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, Cindy J. Okay, so that's the Sandy, it's right there, and then highway, wait, that's confusing. How come earlier it looked like it ran into Highway 60? Is that not even the same? I'm not even in the right place. Where is this? God. Here we go. Man, it like shot me to a whole different... Where was that right there? Yeah, that was really bizarre. Yeah, it looked like it ran into 66. That was the wrong place. Okay, now we're right here. Yeah. So it's probably like one of these homes right here. Actually, that's right there. Never mind. This one. Get rid of that. Okay, so now let's read the At approximately 4:06 p.m. today, Hawkins County Rescue Squad was dispatched to the 500 block of Sandy Valley Road in Rogersville in reference to a missing 4-year-old male juvenile Dalton Lee Ray Drinnon. That's so kind of you, Bama Forever. Jeez. I appreciate you. You know, sometimes I always think, God, do I even deserve to have all these degenerate freaks? You know? But I appreciate it. We have had multiple individuals. Okay, assistance and resources were requested from Church Hill Rescue Squad and every fire department in Hawkins County to assist with the search. Local agencies are being assisted by state and federal agencies as well. Currently, multiple search crews are searching the area in and around where Dalton was last seen. We have had multiple individuals and groups reach out to us to see if we need any further assistance. Currently, we are utilizing agencies and resources within Hawkins County and surrounding counties. So now this will bring a... What are you looking at, Cindy? Can you not hear? Or hello? What's the looking for? Oh, he's been found? Okay. He's found safe though, right? Okay, let me get that. Where does it say it was found? Someone posted in my Discord. Boy, that's a big help. You know, probably be better if it was right over here. You know, like an email or something where I can load it up. Yeah, I mean, it's really rare when there's literally a child abduction and you know, I mean, it's not really that common. So the kid was wandering around with their dog and probably just was found. But man, I'm sure the wheels were turning that it's the same person who took Summer Wells. Thank you, Renee H. Okay, let's see. Update, the child has been located by search teams and is safe. We appreciate everyone. Ah, there you go. There you go. Awesome. Well, no need to keep mapping then. Don't need to. Let me get rid of all these. They're absolutely meaningless. But yeah, it was pretty close to where Summer Wells went missing, right over here. Yeah, it's 20 miles or so. But now the child is safe, which is great. I mean, it would be interesting to know where they found him. And you know, it might be the one part that might be interesting to see is when they found him. Could that be something similar to what happened to Summer? She wandered off, but she just was never found because it's so hard to get out and in and out of these places. And once you get deep into there, they might not have been able to find her quick enough or something. Because that's really thick stuff over there. So, I mean, that would be something that they might, you know, just looking at this as a sample, they might discuss how, like, oh, wow, it was a miracle. We went deep into these woods and he was covered with, you know. Then you might look and think that, you know, if the kid had walked further away outside of what would be a reasonable search area, then, you know, you work your way in and then you probably go back out and go, oh shit. I mean, like 3 days later you might go into further out and maybe that's when somebody passes away and you never actually found them. I thought Summer was 4 or 5. I don't know. How old was she? Or is Summer? I guess we don't know if she's dead yet. Thank you, Lori Fisher. Love you too. Well, today they went into the garage and ripped out all the walls and took out the insulation. It was like, it actually looks way better now. Yeah, and then they cut this huge thing out of the cement floor, and then they were able to see that whoever put the cement before didn't do it very well because it's on top of sand instead of gravel. So it was like, there's this little hump in it, sort of, but they can level things out, shimmying things. But it's going to be another 3 months, and then eventually someday we'll be sitting in a different place. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so she was 5 at the time. Okay, I knew it was something like that, 4 or 5. It's been so long since I've covered that one because there's virtually nothing new in that case, but everybody, you'll still see it talked about all endlessly in various places, which is, it's good for her, but at the same time, there's other cases that are nobody talks about ever, and that would be nice if some of those people would get on some of those. Let me shut down some of these windows. I got like 1,000 windows open. But man, what's going on? How come my test, if I do a test super chat, it works? See that? So why would that work?
This is a test super chat alert for $80.
But not when somebody actually does one. That means it should work. I don't know. Yep, thanks, Georgina. Yeah, so look at, I just thanked myself. The automated thing worked. Well, the super chats are working. It's not doing the sound effect on the screen. Although maybe it is. Let me get rid of studio mode. Well, it might not be even. There it is. Streamlabs is on. Refresh. But even like the Super Freak thing up there isn't switching on anybody, and that's totally connected because you saw it when I changed it. It switched it over. So there must be something going on with the permissions from YouTube through there. Strangely, but usually if I just rebooted, everything would probably work. Alright, we got 10 more minutes. Let's see where we're at. Yeah. Not too bad. Probably like 70% of a decent one. But we could add in, I guess I could add in the Jodi Arias part of the day, and I guess that would make it pretty good. Because the freaks in the day, they I don't know, it's actually pretty fun over there if you've missed any of that. If you haven't been over there during the day, you should try to get over there just randomly. It's pretty fun. I went back out. Oh, cool. Well, thank you, Kami. And thanks everybody. I really appreciate your support throughout the entire month as well. Yeah, let me see. I'm just trying to think through why this might not be connected. Let me. Yeah, that's just the bots, though. That has nothing to do with it. Thank you, Lisa Valenzuela. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll do some while we're waiting for the 9 minutes. How about we do the freak spin, the freak 101. Alright, so out of these Freak 101s, I'm going to give away 3 notebooks. The blue notebooks, alright? So here we go. These are for the Freak 101s. Get to the notebook. Well, it's going to be a while before I send them because I'm waiting for the stress balls again. They're actually... True Ann, that's one. Phil Scat Pony. Some of these people I've never even seen, like, or both of those ones. I don't see them. Obscene Francine. Hey, where is she? Should be over there on the Arius chats. All right, and then I'll do one for a free cart mug with a sketch, but you have to send me an email if you won one of these and let me know what you got. Walker Homestead with the free cart mug with a sketch. Alright, that's the... Then we'll do Oogla Boogla Freaks. Now this one will do the... It's a house mug and a everything tumbler for the Oogla Booglas. There we go. Wonder Woman 77. That's for the It's a House mug. This one is for the Everything Tumbler. Deb Brackley. All right. Then on here, we'll do the, let's see. I think I'll give away for the Megazoids. How about a hoodie? You have to tell me what size and which one you want. And then the other one will be a, let's see. Yeah, how about a hoodie and a Everything Tumbler, and then the third prize will be the blue notebook again. Alright, so here we go. I'm Amazon. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh, man, I was so close to Kelly Dragonborn. There you go. Who was the next one? Cammy Curry was the next one. But there you go. You won a hoodie, so you got to tell me which one. Dragonborn. Send me an email. Let me know. This one's for the Everything Tumblr. Kim Kirchman. And this one's for the Blue Notebook. Clap. Tiny Palace Princess. 3 Ps. Alright, well there you go. And then the Patreons. We'll give away a It's a House mug. This is for It's a House mug. Here we go. On Patreon. Melissa on Patreon. All right. Thank you, Teresa P. Then I'm gonna do one more on there for a blue notebook for Patreon. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, and then we do the moderator Tumblr. Look at that. Sarah Beth Colagrass, one of the originals from a long time ago. The mod Tumblr. Alright. So I gotta remove her from the list in here. Alright. Alright. Well, there we go, everybody. Got all the spins in with 1 minute left. Yeah, you won, Sarah Beth Colagrass. So you gotta send me your address and you get the mod Tumblr. Alright. Any last minute? 1 minute left. Oh yeah, I think you pretty much bought every single thing that I've got, right, Danielle? I mean, I guess if you win one, what do you want me to do with it? So glad to have real mods in here and non-minions. Yep. Yeah, some of the mods in here are the ones that argue with me the most. I don't mind. I mean, it's good to have it that way, right? It's not fun, like, oh my god, they're arguing with me, but at the same time, it's like, you know, the checks and balances type of thing. That's right. You should be a merch model. Oh god, come on, Bama Forever. You're so kind, thank you. Sorry about not having the sound effects. Not sure what's up. Maybe next time. I don't know. I'll reboot. Test it out. What's weird is that when you test it, it works. So wonder if it's YouTube not allowing it or something. I don't know. It seems kind of dumb. Let me try one last attempt here. Okay, log out. Log in. Give permission. Okay. And go to alert boxes. Test super chat. See, that shows up, right?
This is a test super chat alert for $13.
Why 13? Why'd they give me that? Got that one. And then if I launch it, and let's see, yeah, that's kind of the key there. If I, that's the, yes, it does show up on that thing.
This is a test
oh, now it's over there
super chat
twice,
super chat
which
alert
is
for
interesting.
$50.
Okay. Let's see, stream lab. I'm gonna try to put something over here and see what happens. So I guess that's where it might be. Let's see. Well, if somebody tests it out, there's the only way to do it is if somebody randomly tested it. I wonder if I do, maybe I'll buy 5 memberships for everybody. Not everybody, but just randomly. Hold on, let me try this out. Randomly. Hold on, let me try this out. Hey, I heard myself. Okay, I just bought 5 memberships. Let's see what happens. Is it going to show up on there? Oh, there's Traveling Teresa. I don't see it yet. Huh. Well, not sure it's working. Crazy. Oh well. Yeah, nothing's connected. Even though it should be because the tests work. So. Shoot. So who got the membership? Chris A. Easton, Twin Mom T. Yeah, at least it's not some other name. With, let's see, Tweety Me, 199 Relics, and J. Hughes. What's that one mean? What does that mean? Oh, that's an actual person. Great last name. Okay, well, the hour is up and we're going to move on and do some cases here. So John Forsyth, the individual who we've been following that case, he was the doctor. Here, let me switch it over to he was the one he worked at a hospital, and he was seen at about 7 in the morning, and he never made it back to a shift that he had over here. The vehicle was actually found right here. His vehicle. Apparently he lives in an RV, so he must have a smaller car too. And the vehicle was found here, and his brother and everybody had been really concerned. Hey, whoa, hey, thank you so much. Cali Gal 3. The amazing court reporter. I'm trying to get her to come on at some point. Wouldn't you guys all like to hear exactly how they do that shit? How do you just keep your hyper focused? I mean, I don't think 99% of people can be court reporters. I think your mind would be wandering. You'd say, "Oh, I forgot that." Anyways, one of these days we have to have her. I'll maybe just on the side even make a video instead of an interview on live or something. Be cool just to hear how it works. You know, this is what a court reporter does, and then make a video of it. 20 minutes long or whatever, and post it, and you freaks can watch it. That's only if you want to do it. Every time she shows up now on the Jodi Arias, people go, "Oh, you're the court reporter." Today she was funny. She said, 1 out of 10 make it through school. Yeah, I can totally see that. Just try to picture. I would actually think people with like what is it called? ADD or ADHD or whatever. They would almost never be able to do this, right? The ones that say, like you're just, you're always thinking of something else. Like, how would you be able to keep listening to the same person, like hours and hours and hours? It seems like you would need to have breaks. Looks like they do trade out once in a while. Oh yeah, cool, Scooby. Yeah. Well, I'll send you an email or something, CaliGal3, and we'll just set up a time, and maybe we'll just do Zoom or something, and you can just tell me how it all works, and I'll make a video. When you say never, what was that an answer to? I said a lot of things. The court reporter called me up the next day to double check some of the technical correction terms I used in my testimony. Oh, really? Yeah. Isn't that amazing? I couldn't do it. No way. My mind's always thinking of, like, what does that mean? I mean, I would actually be listening to the trial and go, "Hey, what are you talking about?" I'd probably jump up from the court reporter's seat. I've actually seen a few times where the court reporter made faces like they're taking in what is said. I mean, let me ask you something. When you're listening, do you actually take in the trial, or just absolutely focus in on the words they're using and make sure that you got it all down? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They're so good that they have time to smile or make a face, and their mind's still able to keeping track. Yeah, that mask one. I think CaliGal3 does the one, the typing, whatever you call it, stenographer or whatever. Even though that's not what they're called, but I think she said that. I don't remember now. Yeah, the ones where you're talking. Are you somebody that has to like talk right after they say the same thing and say it? Yeah, so you're listening intently, but are you taking in the meaning of what they're saying? Because it seems like you'd have to spend all your time focusing on making sure you got the words right. But I think after a while you must get to the... Well, let's just do this later, okay? But that's kind of how the interview would probably go for me. But I'd like to hear it verbally explained back. Yeah, well, there you go. Bama Forever said, "When I take notes for the government meetings, I'm always making faces." Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be cool to have that. So we'll just set something up I'll send you an email probably tomorrow or something. Whatever's convenient for you. All right, so in this case right here, John Forsyth, you know, his car was found over here. He was engaged to be married. He sent a message, we just read it yesterday, to his fiancée, like, hey, I'll see you in a little bit. And his car was found parked weirdly at the end of this road here, almost like it was ditched. And then today, his body was found. You know, they had incorrect information in some of these articles, by the way. So the actual distance is, it's 26.7 miles. They said 60. And it was in, they called it Lost Bridge South area. So I'm assuming that this Lost Bridge South Park is what they're talking about. I can't imagine there being another, I mean, there's Lost Bridge North Park. This is south. And there was no other mention of Lost Bridge South anywhere. And he was found in the water across from, so it says, on May 21st, 2023, Dr. John Robert Forsyth was reported missing from Cassville, Missouri. He was last seen around 7 a.m. at the Cassville Hospital. On May 30th, at approximately 4:43 p.m., Benton County deputies received a 911 call from a kayaker. The kayaker located a body in the water near the bank across from Lost Bridge South area. Dr. Forsyth was found deceased in the water with what appears to be a gunshot wound. So, I mean, I guess what we don't know right this second is, did he shoot himself and then his body floated across? Here's what I think here, just based on the fact it's either over here or over here, but if you look down here, there's a dock right here. So any nefarious actor, maybe, you know, who knows when this took place, but maybe they would have driven down here, put him in the water there, and he merely could have floated across to be on the opposite bank from there, right? Over here, you'd have to carry a body all the way down, but it seems like right here you could back in almost right to the water. And so that's the place that I would think, if somebody, or even if he did something to himself, that's where he would have gone, out on this dock here. Now that's what I would think. So either the killer or himself went onto this dock, and that's really the only place that makes sense, right? Because you look around here, this one's a place you could back in too, but it's not really a dock. But I guess it's technically something that could have happened. Let's go right here. Yeah, so go around here and then maybe drove down there, and that's the bank over here that he was found, somewhere in this cove or something. But, you know, my first guess would be over in this area. But definitely could be that one too, given the fact that there's this little portion that goes into the water there also. Yeah, I was looking up the current, like which way the water flows in there. Southwest to the north, so this direction, yeah. So you're saying if he went in here, he might have been blown over to this shore here. But current matters too, so. What we could do is, what's the name of, what's this area here? Weather in I was just trying to get the, let's see, what's the city here? Okay. Historical weather loss bridge south. So something happened to him on the 25th, I would think. Yeah, no, that's not what I was looking at. Not the 25th. On May 21st, was reported missing. He was last seen around 7 a.m. at the Cassville Hospital. So it was the 21st. Yeah, I was looking for the historical site. It'd be cool to go back in time. I know I had one, but I have a website for that, but I can't remember what it was right this second. I mean, look how big the whole reservoir is. Massive. It goes on and on and on for miles and miles. I mean, I'm not even sure what you call this here. I mean, it's huge. So apparently this is the area right here, though. I would think that's how you drove in, and I actually, whoever took him there probably took exactly the route that I'm showing you right here. It's straight down, pretty simple little drive, and boom. Right here. Now, how did he get there? Why didn't he take his own car to do that? So to me it seems like foul play. He has a gunshot wound to the head. So definitely could have done something to himself, but he's 27 miles away from where his car was, and let's say he wanted his car to stay there where it was to, throw, so people wouldn't know where he went. But then how did he get here? See, to me it seems like there's another person involved, and then once you say there's another person involved, then the likelihood of it being a suicide drops dramatically. That there's another person who shot him. Now, he is recently engaged. Apparently he hadn't really told his kids or anything about it, and while I don't think the fiance likely has something necessarily to do with it, maybe there's somebody that didn't want her to marry him or something. I mean, if it goes into that scenario, right? So I guess I could do a poll here. Let's see. What do you think? All right, there's my poll question for you. Yeah. Where does it say he owed $20,000 in child support? And what difference would that even make? Oh, he was ordered to pay $20,000 a month in child support? What a joke. What a freaking joke. If that's true, I mean, that is just ridiculous. Where does it say that he was ordered to pay $20,000 a month in child support? And how much was he making a month? That's like 200 and something thousand a year. Really? What child costs $200,000? But even with 7 kids, it shouldn't cost that much. Usually, let's just say it's $1,000 a month, if that, because it's bulk. There's a bulk thing there. Yeah. Well, my dad had 3 kids and was ordered to pay $100 a month. Didn't even pay that. My bio dad. Yeah, I'm not really. I just found the fact that he was found. I haven't been following the little. Yeah. Yeah, he had a side crypto thing, which is weird. You know, maybe that's what it is, that he's really rich. Yeah. From crypto. But, you know, maybe he's made some bad trades or something. Don't know. Hey, thank you very much, Ali writes. It just came in finally. Thank you. Very kind. And also to TTJO, thank you. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's more likely a homicide in this case because of how far away he was found and how his car was parked and how it's just not like him at all. We spoke to John Forsyth's brother about rumors John disappeared because a recent divorce settlement had just ordered him to pay $20,000 a month. Records show as of May 15th, John owed $4,000 monthly in child support and $15,000 in alimony until his ex-wife remarried or John died. Well, shit, she would, even if she met somebody she would marry, she wouldn't get married to the person. What a joke. For the rest of her freaking life? That's just stupid shit, man. Who comes up with these laws? You know, I mean, the kids are already out of the house and he still has to pay you money? You know, what for? I could see it for a couple of years or something, but until he dies? God, people are so greedy. It's just ridiculous, you know. Records show as of May 15th, John owed $4,000 monthly in child support, $15,000 in alimony until his ex-wife remarried or John died. So she could literally stay single till she's 87, and he has to pay $15,000 a month alimony. Like, why would you even get married? You would just meet somebody that you love, and you'd live together and say, "Hey, I'd love to marry you, but man, that'll cost me $190,000 a year or whatever." I mean, God. What is it? 15,000 times 10 is 150. So add another 30 to that. $180,000 a year, as long as you don't get married. Man, that's like winning the lottery. Why would you ever get married in a situation like that? I think alimony. I understand alimony for a couple of years, especially if somebody's the major breadwinner. Like they were making, she was a stay-at-home mom or something like that, or the man was, whatever side you want to pick. I get it, you know, I get that part, but there's got to be a point where, you know, you got to start doing your own thing, right? Make your own way in life. Especially now, I might say that, okay, if you're, let's say you do have 7 kids and you're a mom. And maybe they're allowed to have alimony and child support until the last kid is 18. But to say until somebody dies? Wow. Man, that's freaking nuts. Thanks, Suze F. Decree, dissolution of marriage, petitioner appear with counsel. Payments shall commence on May 15th, 2023, and the 15th of each month thereafter until further ordered of this court. Division of property and debt per the decree. the court orders husband to pay to wife the sum of $15,000 per month, commencing on May 15th, 2023, and the 15th of each month thereafter. Wow, God, that is sick. Until further ordered of this court, or until the remarriage of wife or death of husband. So I guess there's the option that the courts could change it. Can you? I mean, that's just weird. You know, that's some weird shit. All right, but anyways, I forgot to do our main. But what do we got up there? 69% homicide. So for the people who think it's a suicide, why do you think he left his car in the park, parked oddly, and then went 27 miles away? And how did he go those 27 miles? Can you answer that for me? What does that mean, Ivy? You sound kind of ignorant. Just because one receives spousal support because it's not called alimony, just FYI, doesn't mean they're not working. You are objectively just like a man. Oh, God. Yeah, I just don't, you know what? I'm a man, so I can't, my brain doesn't work right, man. We are cavemen. We can't think through things. It's weird. I know, it's strange. Yeah, no, she's getting alimony and child support. Okay? A little different. Clicked the wrong thing with my fat finger. Doesn't mean they are not working. What a dumb comment. Who said anything about anything? I just gave you a scenario about how there's people who are stay-at-home moms who have 3, 5, 7 kids. And I understand why maybe somebody like that might get alimony or a large amount of child support until a certain point, right? I get it. I get that part. All right. Now, there's other times when one of the husband and wife are married. Let's say one's a doctor and the other one's, works at Petco or something, and they have a standard of living, so they've got to keep maintain it by getting alimony from the husband for a couple of years. Yeah, we've all seen those ones. Okay. Why do people type stuff like that, like Ivy up there? I mean, it's just trolls. It's almost scary, Probably one of the Me Too people. All right, let's see. What do we got? Why in the world? Yeah, why would she have any incentive to work at all? Getting $180,000 a year and child support, right? So let's see. And $5,000 is easily enough money to feed 7 kids, okay? I mean, and pay bills and all kinds of stuff. If you aren't just one of those shoppers who just start slamming stuff into the cart. Right, but that had nothing to do with what we were talking about, Zozo. Yeah. I just realized my name is Green. I'm not sure who gifted. I gifted 5 today. Right. I mean, the whole thing that Zozo's saying, I've said 1,000 times on here when we're talking about that topic, but that's not what we're talking about here. He's paying $5,000 a month child support and $15,000 in alimony. Let's see. Petitioner, the sum of $9,000. No, actually, it's $4,000 a month for child support payable through family support payment, and then $15,000 for alimony. So that's what it was. Okay. So what you missed here is he has to pay Zozo $15,000 a month alimony until he dies or the ex-wife gets married. Does anybody in here think that's okay? Anybody, just a realistic thinker? And by the way, don't you think, let me ask you this. When somebody gives a ring to let's say you buy a $10,000 diamond ring as an engagement present, And then let's say it's called off, the wedding. Don't you think the woman should give back the $10,000 diamond ring to the person who bought it, since they didn't get married? That's what it was for. Hell no, Gray. Especially if they're the one that called it off, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, right. Most people do, Lillian. I think you're on the wrong side of that one. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, who the hell would order that much? I mean, I'm sure... I mean, basically $19,000 a month. Guess what? I don't get it. I think it's crazy. Why shouldn't they give it back? They didn't get married. That's what it was for. It wasn't a gift to say, hey... And then you have these people out there convincing guys to get married, get the ring, and get the hell out of Dodge. Oh, maybe you were behind. I think you were behind what we were saying, Lillian. I think you were on the previous comment before that. I don't know. Let's see what the judge's name was. I mean, it seems like this is what he agreed to, though. So, I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm not even saying... You know, I mean, he obviously agreed to do this, and he was doing it. But you sort of wonder if stress started building up. I mean, what if there was an issue with crypto somehow? That there was a move that he made that lost him millions, and now he doesn't have the funds that we're not aware of right now. And then, you know, things started snowballing in his mind, and now he's going to get married, but he doesn't have the resources and no... But, I mean, he's a doctor. They can make a lot of money anyways. So I don't... But maybe at that point he wouldn't be able to afford the... But he could go in and petition. If life changes for him, he can go in and the judge will change it. I mean, you can't make money just appear, for example. Like, let's say he owed $19,000 a month, but he only brought in 15. Well, they're going to change it to like 8 or something, right? Or 7. You know, you got to go net income. Well, why would she want to do that? If he died, he wouldn't have to keep paying it anymore. And she's obviously not going to be on the will. That doesn't sound right. Hired, hit by wife. No, if he died, then she wouldn't get the $15,000 a month alimony. That would be a stupid move. Right now, she's basically a lottery winner. I mean, you know, she's somebody that won $5 million spread out monthly over the next 5 years or something. I mean, it's just, or over, let's see, she's like somebody that won $1 million, and you would get $1 million every 5 years. And I'm not sure how taxes work on that, right? Right, exactly. If oh yeah, no shit. Now she's screwed. Well, that's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, wow. How does that work? Holy shit! What happens to her now? I mean, she got that one check on the 15th, and not another one after that. So who gained from her not? God, see, that's why it almost feels like I was saying before. He's engaged to somebody. Who benefits now? Basically, just him. But the fiancé wouldn't benefit because they're not married. So how would she benefit? She would have benefited if somehow something had happened to his wife, then, or, yeah, it wouldn't even be just wife because he'd still have the kids and have to pay, you know. Well, I guess he would have custody of the kids at that point. he was seen with a different car at some stage. Well, he has a... are you sure he was seen with a different car? He has a mobile home and a vehicle. What do you mean he was seen with another car? I haven't seen any of that stuff. Yeah, if he had an insurance policy that they'd already put out, like he'd already switched her over, then you could see something a little different going on here. If there's no insurance policy, then, and there's no benefit to the fiance, then it wouldn't be her, but maybe there was somebody that didn't want her to be with him. There's always that possibility. Man. Here, let me just read the judgment that was emailed to me here. Well, basically it says, judgment and decree of dissolution of marriage. Petitioner appears and with counsel Ryan F. Ricketts. Respondent does not appear. However, respondent executed a voluntary entry of appearance and waiver of service of process on April 18, 2022. Custody and visitation per the parenting plan attached as Exhibit 1. The court orders respondent to pay to petitioner the sum of $3,999 per month as a and for per month as and for child support payable through the Family Support Payment Center in Jefferson City, Missouri. Such child support payments shall commence on May 15th, 2023, and the 15th of each month thereafter until further order of this court. Well, at least when they're all 18, right? Division of property and debt. Per the decree, the court orders husband to pay to wife the sum of $15,000 per month commencing on May 15th, 2023, and the 15th of each month thereafter until further ordered of the court or until the remarriage of wife or death of husband. Such maintenance payments shall be paid to the Family Support Payment Center in Jefferson City, Missouri. And the judge is Matthew Casper. For details, see attached. So anyways, he was paying $19,000 a month, which is 200 and something. Yeah, I'm gonna go up and block that idiot up there. Hold on, where is that person? Oh, I don't know. I can't find it. Can you guys go up and block whoever that was that made that idiot rude comment up there? Thank you. Man. Who knows? Now the Daily Mail. Okay, well I guess there's a Daily Mail. ER doctor and father of 8 who disappeared before his shift just 3 days after proposing to his girlfriend has been found dead in Arkansas. His brother confirmed. I was messaging with the brother earlier. He's the one that gave me that screenshot. I didn't know any other questions to ask him at the time. Thank you, Norm Scanlon. An ER doctor and father of 8 who vanished before his shift just 3 days after proposing to his girlfriend has been found dead in Arkansas. His brother is confirmed. Dr. John Forsyth, 49, was reported missing May 21st when he failed to show up for his 7 p.m. shift. After 2 weeks of trying to locate him, Richard Forsyth was revealed that authorities called the family Tuesday night to say his brother was found dead in northwest Arkansas. Richard, who is desperately searching for more details from detectives over his brother's tragic death, told Fox News, "We're in shock. I suspect foul play. He wouldn't miss a shift even if his eyeballs were hanging out of his sockets." It's pretty descriptive. He's punctual in the extreme. It was an immediate red flag. The last person to hear from John, who launched a cryptocurrency with his brother, is thought to have been his fiance. Was thought to have been his fiance, according to. I don't get it. The last person to hear from John, who launched a cryptocurrency with his brother, is thought to have been his fiance, according. Yeah, that's. These Daily Mail, man, they can barely write. That's. John's younger brother, Richard, said it was unclear something was wrong when he missed his 7 p.m. shift. The couple, who got engaged days after John had finalized his divorce, were texting at 7 a.m. when the doctor told his fiancée that he had finished a shift and said he would see her a bit later. Tragically, he stopped responding after that. Authorities then located his black Infiniti sedan abandoned at the Cassville Aquatic Park. The car keys were inside along with John's wallet. Just sneezed. Passport and briefcase. So the car keys were inside along with John's wallet, passport, and briefcase. So those are stuff you might leave behind if you were going to do something to yourself. But a further search revealed that 2 cell phones were left behind in John's luxury RV that he stayed in outside the hospital. But there was no sign of the doctor. It doesn't seem like a person who left with a plan, Richard said earlier Tuesday. Right now, we really don't have any breaks in the case. I'm confused and I'm worried, and I don't like this one bit. Previously, in an appeal for help, Richard had told Daily Beast it was very uncharacteristic. Yeah, but I mean, that's the car right there. I think we figured out that it was parked. I think it was right here, actually. And I think that's the mound that you see in that. Like, that's the gate right there. And then in the background. It's hard to tell, though, you know. It's 2021. Yeah, this is 2016. Yeah, well, here's the thing. If he still was required to have her on his life insurance policy for a certain amount of time, and we just don't see that here, the wife, and maybe that's a massive payout, like $5 million or $2 million or something, then maybe that is something to take a look at. But if there's really no benefit for the ex to gain from his death, then, or anybody, doesn't really seem like it really benefits anybody. But you could definitely see a very stressful sort of life going here. Cryptocurrency isn't really for the faint of heart. And also, he has to pay now $20,000. So that definitely adds a little bit of weight to doing something to himself. But why would he go 27 miles away? And how did he get there? The car was found in an area that is partially hidden by a fence and shrubs. The Infiniti was later found by police at the park in a very hidden location. Several law enforcement agencies, including the Missouri State Highway Patrol, searched about 9-mile radius around the park using people, dogs, and drones. My brother has now been missing for a week, but he's been found now, though. I mean, had been at Cassville Hospital for 15 years. He described John as a doting father, family physician, and part-time math nerd. He really cared about his patients. Where does it mention that he was seen in another type of a vehicle? I don't see that. Yeah, I'm not going to put that in there. Yeah, so he has an RV that he uses, which is a big vehicle, and he probably tows his own vehicle behind it, and then he pulls in. He doesn't have to get I mean, it's kind of a cool idea, really. I mean, he drives up, parks his RV there, does his doctor thing, and then that's where he stays at night. It's free, other than the gas and shit that he puts in it. And then he tows around his vehicle, and then he can drive around and do things with that, I would imagine. Right, well, there's no signs of foul play because they don't know. There could be signs of it. Okay. So he paid somebody in a white SUV? Yeah, I didn't see it in that article. Let me type in the word white. Okay, Richard also told the outlet that security footage showed his brother's Infiniti pulling into the aquatic parking lot when a white SUV arrives and parks near him. Okay, but what parking lot are they talking about? This one way over here? Or way over here at the aquatic? Well, this is the... Where was that aquatic park? I think it was right over here. Yeah, it's right here. So that's the parking spot. So... Wow. Okay, so what you'd think is that in the van here, this van pulls up next to the car, and then he gets in the van, and then... or is put in the van somehow, and then whoever else was in the van drives the car, parks it here, and then somehow they gets back in the van and drives away with Forsyth in the van, but left the car over here. Because he's walking around again? This is crazy. Well, yeah, I guess it's more in it here. So Richard also told the outlet that security footage showed his brother Infiniti pulling into the aquatic parking lot when a white SUV arrives and parks near him. It leaves, so the white SUV leaves a few minutes later, and then John is seen walking around maybe 10 to 15 minutes after that. Doing what? Richard said cops told him that, and then he walks away from his car. The Infiniti was later found by police at the park in a very hidden location. Right, so how did he get back over there? Something's missing from the footage here. After what left? The van, right. So they didn't take him in it, obviously. I didn't read the second part there. Several law enforcement agencies, including the Missouri State Highway Patrol, searched about 9-mile radius around the park using people, dogs, and drones. My brother has now been missing for a week. Huh. I wish it wasn't Daily Mail writing that, because I don't know if the grammar's correct. It leaves a few minutes later, and John is seen walking around maybe 10 or 15 minutes after that. But see, they're not saying Is the location where it was found the same spot where they were parked together? Because if it isn't, then how did the car get moved to there? You get it? Because he's on surveillance camera in the parking lot next to the white SUV. Then the white SUV drives away and he's seen walking around. But then how did his car get down to that spot where there is no surveillance? Anybody have an answer to that one? It leaves a few minutes later, and John is seen walking around maybe 10 to 15 minutes later. Richard said the cops told him. And then he walks away from his car. Okay. But that's in the parking lot. So then later, how did his car get moved so it was over here? This isn't a parking lot here. We had dinner Wednesday before he disappeared, and we sat and talked for 3 hours, and he said I told him this is the happiest I'd seen him in a long time. His divorce was final May 11th, and I think that gave him energy for the future. And I think this is a homicide. I mean, you can see there being stressful stuff, but he seems like he wanted it to be that way. I don't know. I mean, what was that van for? I mean, was the van associated with him, though? We don't even know that. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Cindy. Got to have a full sentence there. I thought maybe he was buying a gun. That's such a random spot for another vehicle. Yeah. So when you're reading this right here, it says we up here. Richard also told the outlet that security footage showed his brother's Infiniti pulling into the aquatic park parking lot. Okay. Well, that's over here. Okay. When a white SUV arrives and parks near him. And that's in here. Yeah, I mean, hell, we can go into the parking lot. And so I'm not sure where they have a camera out here. I mean, it's pretty far away from there, but that's the parking lot. Then it says it leaves a few minutes later, referring to the white SUV, and John is seen walking around maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So he's just kind of, whatever he's doing, walking around. That means his car's still over here. And then he walks away from his car. Okay, he walks away from the car. So then, when you're reviewing your security footage, did you ever see who moved his car later to have it be where they found it? You get it? That's where the whole question is now. Who moved his car later over there, and why would they do that? Other than to get it out of the, sort of hide it a little bit. But we don't know what he's meeting. We have no idea who he's meeting. He's getting married, though, coming up. Yeah. Yeah, what was that meeting about, though? Hey, thanks, Cindy Lynn. All right. Well, anyways, I'm going to pause. I don't have any more to add. I mean, we can sit here and speculate till the... But now that story is a hell of a lot more interesting than it was. It was just kind of like, oh, there's a car, and then... Guess I'm going to have to keep up to date on that one. Kind of missed some of the facts in there. I spent a lot of time, though, messaging, trying to figure out exactly where they found him, because that wasn't reported early on. It was just that he was found in northwest Arkansas. Alright, guys, so guess what, man? I'm going to send another $3,000 to Identifinders International. Alright, so that'll make us at $6,000 for the month, right up there with some of our best months we ever had. And that's all from you guys. Oops. Keep kidding that main jail there. Okay, now what I have, how I have it set up, as I've explained before, is that I set them up as like somebody I pay bills to, basically, in my Chase account, because the intermediaries, or whatever you want to call them, the people who set up the PayPals from before, they got 6% of. So like, if we were sending in $20,000, they were getting $1,200 of that. I mean, that's ridiculous. So we set it up with identifinders that I send them a check and they deposit it, and zero gets taken out by anybody. Right? So that's what we're doing here. And it's actually Intermountain Forensics, not identifinders who uses it, but Intermountain Forensics is the charity. All right, so I have to do it off to the side, and hopefully I'll show you the window. And you guys see it every month. They send me a spreadsheet. So this is going to be for identifinders and okay. Identifinders International. Alright, looks good. Okay, so here we let me move the other screen over here. And there's the other screen, and shit. Yeah. So there it is. There you go, guys. You can see it on the screen right there. It's you scheduled, but you know, I can't, there's no receipt that pops in right now. And you'll see it later in the month. I'll show it to you. So there it is, $3,000, and will be sent out tomorrow or whatever. Then it's going to be delivered on the 7th or 8th or something. There you go. Boom. So an awesome month, everybody, and that will help start saving up some money for the 2 new cases that we have. If you saw, I think it was yesterday, let's read it again. Why not? Where the heck is that? The 30th. Maybe it was the 29th when we did that. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, there he goes. Oops. Yeah, so this is on Identifinders International site, and it says, on this Giving Tuesday, we want to thank Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates for all him and his freaks. Can I get a boom? Have done to support Identifinders International. To date, he's funded 10 cases for us, and we're thankful for their continued support. And that's all you guys, right? I do the shows. You guys support my channel, allow me to keep doing this, and we donate to various charities. All right, so now we're going to switch over to the where is that? Over here, and update our numbers. Always got to do that. So the grand total now is 152,600. The yearly total right now is 25,850. And we're going to go to edit that. And our DNA fund this year is at 11,500. And there we go. So that's only right through May. So if somehow I snuck in with hell, even 4,000 or 5,000 more. We're over 30, and that means we're right on the same pace as last year. And if somehow there's some crazy months again with some big cases, that'll be cool. All right, so far this year, we've given Texas EquiSearch 2,850, Black and Missing 1,000. Got to get more into that one. Indigenous Vision 500, Project Recover 1,000, Wounded Warrior 1,500, DNA 11,500, NCMEC 3,000, RAIN, which is Violence Against Women, 3,500, Innocence Project 1,500, and there we go. So, all I can say is we make a difference no matter what. All right, there we go. I mean, literally, I could. I used to have this face that I would put up on the screen. Where was that thing? Now and then Jeff Safera, actually, he's given $4,500, and that's also part of the DNA fund. That doesn't include our numbers. He sends it in there. He was going to send it to me, but I said, just send it straight over there, because when there's super chats and everything, YouTube takes part, and I get then there's income that comes to me and everything. But it's sort of the bulk nature throughout the month that allows us to be able to do this. That's why it's like every single day the freaks support the channel, and boom. I don't know where that face is that I used to make. Oh, look at that. There you go. The bobblehead freak heart that somebody made for me a long time ago. Forgot about that one. I think it's on this one. No, there it is. Wait. Crazy. Here it is. So like I said before, I could show up on this show, and as long as you guys were supporting the channel, we would still make a difference, even if I was doing this. You can't see it. You can't see it. Oh, it's like I gotta be at the top up here. Hold on. Right there. This is what it is. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Awesome. Literally could do that the whole show, and we're still making a big difference. What's this whole... You sent me like a 40-page document. I'm not going to read that. Yep, cool. Yeah, I'm not going to read a 40-page document. Maybe on the side or something, but... Thanks, WNC Granny. Yeah, is that his company prospectus or something? Yeah. Yep, I'll take a look at that later. I mean, it was literally like a 28-page thing about a company. We know that, Zozo. We know that he started his own crypto company. But I'm not going to read a 27-page document like that on the screen. We already knew that he started his own crypto company. So I would hope his name would be on it if he started a company. No, he was just here a couple days ago, though, Cindy. You guys aren't required to, like moderators and whatever. You're not really required to be here every day. It's just, if you want to be, that's awesome. But people got other things they got to be doing, and I just happen to have to do the show every night. Well, have to isn't the right word. I just do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think we all, everyone here already knew that he was the founder. He said he started a crypto company. But, yeah, I'll take a look at it later. Maybe there's something interesting in there. It's crypto. You know, cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin, that kind of stuff. It's really volatile. But the people who got in early on Bitcoin are all like multi millionaires. Every one of them. Gray's still having problems. I don't know what that means, Marine. No idea what that means. I don't know how it works. I don't believe in Bitcoin or any of that kind of stuff. It just feels so contrived, you know, like Dogecoin. It's just somebody goes, hey, here's a coin that's a dog, and hey, let's all think it's awesome. Yeah, let's. Okay, here's the document. Okay, hold on a second. This is what it looks like. It's just massive. Here, I'm gonna download this to my computer. Hold on. Let's see. That was weird. It's kind of like a Word document. Yeah, see, it's right there. See? An application-driven stellar consensus protocol fork with distribution via fractal growth model and price stabilization through symmetric inflation. Remember, it said in one of the articles he's really big to with at math and everything. So, I mean, yeah, we already knew that he started a company, but I don't think anybody wants to go sit here and read through this crap here. But, you know, it's an interesting, you know, maybe somewhere in here it talks about how it's speculative and, you know, maybe something happened, that they lost everything on a guess at something that didn't work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't get Bitcoin much either. I think it's people who have it and kicked ass with it think it's the greatest thing in the world. But when you see what it just did recently, it went down to went from 60,000 a coin to like 15 and then back up to 35 or 40. I mean, that's just way too volatile. You know, what if you were one of the people that bought it at 60? You just got killed on that thing. I don't even know when you're ever going to get that back. I mean, we don't understand it, but it's also just currency is just if people believe it's currency, then it is. Like, really, what is gold really? Well, it's this mineral that came out of the ground, and people sort of assign this meaning to it, even though it's kind of like, how come? You know. Thank you, Lillian, on the PayPal. Thank you. Yeah, Bitcoin's just ridiculous to me. Yeah, it's just sort of this thing. It seems like one day it's just all going to collapse into nothingness. But I guess anything could do that. I mean, gold is $2,000 an ounce, right? When you watch that show Gold Rush, I mean that, it's so weird. I've watched that show since the beginning, and that Parker Schnovel, whatever the hell his name is, he, well, we don't know if they're not, Zozo. We have no idea about anything in this case. All we know is now we know that there is a white SUV, and he's dead from a gunshot wound, and he was walking around after the SUV left, and then somehow later his car got moved from the parking lot to that weird parking spot. So it seems like it's a murder, but who those people are, we don't know. Oh, are you sure about that, Bake Jordan? Did they just do something recently, or did you read that somewhere? I think you might be. It seems like it's probably correct because it has something to do with permissions. It's not automatically. Well, no, it's weird because if you do the test, it works, but somehow it isn't automatically doing it. I think Streamlabs isn't able to read that a super chat happened and half of their connection isn't working. Well, of course there's somebody else named. He wasn't the only person. Come on, you guys. I just showed it on the screen. He wasn't the only one that was doing the business. Yeah, so this is already getting way too conspiratorial, like within 2 seconds. It's not the way I like to do it. J.R. Forsyth, Richard, his brother, and Drew Patel. Okay, those are the ones that started it. So Richard, if it is the other person, then Richard would be in a really great position to understand any sort of a problem that might be going on there, right? I'm just not sure why you guys are. It's such a huge thing right there. It might absolutely mean nothing. It could mean something. But we don't have any information that points to anything meaning anything other than that there was a white van now that parked near his car in the parking lot, the water park parking lot. Then after the van left, he's seen walking around for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, now then he walks away from his car. So what does that mean? Did they tell him something and he was freaking out for 10 or 15 minutes? Was he walking around like a normal person, or was he walking around sort of panicky? And then when he walked away from his car, somebody must have picked him up or something, where he ends up 27 miles away with a bullet in his head, and then the car that he was parked in the water park parking lot somehow got moved down the road behind some sort of barricade. How did that happen? How come that's not on camera? And if it is, but nothing, we don't have any information other than like, okay, is it somebody, his fiance didn't want him to get married? Who knows? So is there a life insurance policy? We don't know. So there's a lot of what if things that we can bring up over and over, but we don't have any answers. So we can all say, hey, what if this or what if that, hoping to be right someday. But there's nothing that points to anything like that. Maybe I can, see if his brother will answer questions. I don't know. Yeah. That's what's weird. It's like something happened to him right then. That's what we said earlier about him. Why, he said something about "see you later," and then he disappears. It sounds like his brother said he was happy. Thank you, Kathy Freidenmaker. Well, the guy that popped in that said there was something wrong with Streamlabs didn't comment again. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Do you mind if I get off of this case now, though? I don't have any more to... We can just... It's all going to be pure speculation from here on out until we get more information. Wow, thank you so much, Annie T. Maybe I started too early or something tonight. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. I've done it this time before. The Canadian contingent. Anybody have any last thoughts on here? Sounds like he was happy. Sounds like he was going to see his fiancée pretty soon. Then he meets somebody at the water park, or maybe meets somebody, we don't really know. There's a white van that parks right next to him, and likely they were together because that's so early in the morning at 7 that likely there would be nobody else at the water park. So it'd be really odd for somebody to park right next to another vehicle, and then that van leaves, and then he walks around for 10 or 15 minutes and then walks away from his vehicle, and then they find him dead with a bullet hole in his head 27 miles away, and his car had been moved from where it was in the water park. Those are the known sort of factual, and he was part of a cryptocurrency startup type thing that he did with his brother and somebody else. He was a doctor at that hospital, and recently he had to he was ordered to pay $15,000 in alimony a month until he dies or his wife marries, and also ordered to pay $4,000 a month child support for his kids to the same mother would get it, so like $19,000 to his ex-wife per month. And now if he dies, she gets nothing. Now, is she on his will? We don't know the answer to those questions. So all the things that would help us come up with a reasonable, oh, wow, we don't know the answer to that, unfortunately. But I think it's most likely going to be something nefarious, a homicide of some sort. I really just can't imagine somebody who just, in the scenario that he was in, he was happy to finally get that divorce and get married to somebody else, and then he just kills himself. Something really bad. I mean, people did that during the Depression. The stockbrokers and stuff, they just jumped out of buildings on a whim because something bad happened. So did something horrendously bad happen? But his brother would know the answer to the question, right? Like if you talk to his brother, he'd say, "No, we were doing fine." So maybe I'll try to ask him tomorrow or something and see what he says. I don't know. But thank you, Zozo, for giving me some links there. Didn't have some of that stuff. I'm actually messaging him right now. Alright, see what he says. I don't know. Huh. Whoa! Some weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. Huh? Oh boy. Here we go. Rainbows and kitty again. End pull there. Where are you responding to? She hasn't commented in here for like an hour. Well, his brother did the math. Yeah, he was a math person, but yeah, maybe he ran the show and the other two were investors in it. No, I was just seeing Zozo going, hey, wonder what they knew. Let's see. Amicable divorce. Goes so much smoother, it seems. Avoids. Well, it seems like they had a good divorce. He just signed it over and said, yeah, that sounds good. But you could see if something bad happened to the what do you call it? The crypto business right then and there. But I mean, who the hell was in the white van? Why would you pull up to somebody and go, hey, our crypto, we're not doing well, and then drove away? I don't know. And why would you need a van to pull up at a park to give you a gun or something? It just doesn't make sense. You did nothing, Rainbow Zen Kitty. I just remember the convo from earlier. I was just flipping you crap. Maybe someone wanted their investment back. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Something like that, some huge $1 million investment, but it's all tied up, like Bernie Madoff kind of stuff. I'm just curious where he kept his RV that he lived in. I don't know. I went to Street View. I was looking for it, but he's probably just right there at the hospital parking lot. Anyways, I'm gonna get off of this. I'm just, what I don't like doing is just doing a. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, he said the police impounded the car. He doesn't know much about the possible crypto angle. Okay. I just asked him when he was walking around for those 10 to 15 minutes that he looked normal. Huh? Oh. Abduction attempt of who? A previous abduction attempt of who? Who are you talking about? Well, there's no way to figure that out, Daphne. There's no way to figure that out. Don't sit around trying to figure that out. There isn't really. It's 27 miles down here. Right here at Lost Bridge South. I think that if he was in the water, he either was put in the water or did something to shot himself right here, or he went in over here. Backed a car in or whatever. I mean, if it was by himself, he probably would have used the dock over here. But there's nothing to figure out. Oh, I see. You mean like rented a camping spot? I don't know. How would he get there? Because I think his RV was still at the hospital, and his car was at the park. So somebody else moved him. And what was he doing walking around for 10 to 15 minutes in that parking lot? It's almost like you're contemplating, thinking. Something like that. Okay. You know, the case I really wanted to talk about was this other one, though. Do you mind if we switch over? Hey, thank you. Oh, Jesus. There's my face again. Thanks, American lady. That's pretty funny. All right. This is pretty crazy here, you guys. Look at this one. New Jersey lawyer arrested in connection with 4 rapes in Charleston in 2007 and 2008. A lawyer in New Jersey has been arrested in connection with 4 rapes. So this guy's a lawyer, currently. Okay, you don't need to send me any clips or anything. I got it all. 2007 and 2008, thanks to advancements in forensic genealogy. Matthew J. Nilo, 35, formerly of North End, I've already got his Facebook, everything, was arrested at about 4:30 p.m. Tuesday at his home in Weehawken, New Jersey, said Joseph Benalavanta, FBI special agent. This was without a doubt a major break in the investigation that has haunted the survivors of these sexual assaults, the residents of Charleston, and the Boston Police Department for years. I mean, man, it's just nuts here. Bonavante said at a news conference at Boston Police Headquarters, "We believe we have removed a dangerous threat from our community." Nilo is accused of sexually assaulting 4 women in the Terminal Street area on August 18th, November 22nd, August 5th, 2000. So August 18th, 2007, November 22nd, 2007, August 5th, 2008, and December 23rd, 2008. It's kind of interesting, right? Like August, November, and then December. Really close. I mean, but like kind of this strange, sort of a similar pattern there. All 4 cases are DNA connected. Nilo has been charged with 3 counts of aggravated rape, 2 counts of kidnapping, 1 count of assault with intent to rape, and 1 count of indecent assault and battery. Authorities did not disclose details about the assaults or the victims. So, here, let me show you this. So we have that information, but I actually found back in the day, now I'm not sure which ones of these are related to it, but in the Boston Globe, look at 3 attacks on women linked to 1 suspect. This is 2007, August 8th. State police officials warning the public to be careful, be cautious, have used forensic evidence to link a pair of sexual assaults on the Esplanade at another near or South Boston park to the same suspect. Now, I don't know if this is the one here, but it's the right dates, right? August 8th, 2007. And when we go over here, we had there's August 5th, 2008, August 18th. So I don't know. This one might not be related. It says police released a composite drawing of the suspect who was at large. So when you go to page, I think 18 here. Is it one page before? Hold on. And that's a composite drawing. The same man is suspected of sexually assaulting a female jogger. So it sounds like it might be a different person. But you have the drawing there. They say this person's a black person. But it's amazing, right around the same time frame in Boston they have this. Then there's another story around that time. Woman raped in East Boston, police say. A woman was raped early yesterday. This is August 22nd, 2007. As she walked from her job at Logan International Airport, the woman whom police did not identify did not know exactly where the rape occurred, police said. She told police she was attacked after a man flashed a knife about 12:30 a.m. in an alley or walkway as she approached her home on Bennington Street. After the assault, she fled to her home and called police, authorities said. She described the man as being between 18 and 20 years old, 5'8", with olive skin and a long black ponytail. I don't see that element here, but here is a picture of the guy right here. This is when these pictures I got from his Facebook page of around the time he was assaulting people. So this guy is 35 years old. In 2007 would be right around 20. So you got this is a picture from 2007 while he's sexually assaulting and raping these women. And that image is from 2007 also, this guy right here. Then this is 2007. And 2008, he's the guy in the middle there in the Boston image there. And 2009, he's this guy. And there you go again. You can just see various pictures of him. But over the years, he's became an attorney. So this one is from 2010, I believe. And this one is from... Where is that one? Yeah, 2010. 2010. This one is from 2010. 2010. 2011 there. Looks like he really started lifting weights a lot. And this is from 2012. There he is again in 2012. There he is right there. And 2013. 2016. 2017, he's in the background right there. Must have been like 29 or so in that one. And this is from... I didn't get the date on that one, but this is him now, right? When he's 35 years old, he's an attorney. So whether he, changed who he was, who gives a shit, I mean, the guy brutally attacked 4 different women when he was 20 years old, and now he's 35 and actually became an attorney. But man, this guy doesn't look like somebody that would even think of doing something like that, right? I mean, he doesn't look like it. But I have to say, there are people when they're in college, like when I was in college, we had a guy in our fraternity that was, I mean, I don't know how he was able to stay in there and everything, but he was kind of wealthy, and he was always being accused of doing stuff at parties with different people, and he just kept skating by, and he made it through. I don't know how he did it. It's ridiculous. But anyways, now this guy, when he was in college, must have done that. But I actually did find an article from then that is this case. It was the only one I could find. It was pretty crazy, but it did show up. This is September 4th, 2008 in the Boston Globe. This one right here is 100% related. Let me get this set up right. There's crap everywhere. Police link 3 sex assaults through DNA testing. Police have linked 3 sexual assaults through DNA testing, indicating a rapist could be on the prowl in the downtown and Charleston area. Those rapes follow several attacks that occurred in the North End earlier this year. Police said 2 months ago that they were investigating whether the North End rapes were linked, but David Estrada, a police spokesman, said yesterday that the North End and Charlestown rapes do not appear to be related. In a community alert issued yesterday, police said they are investigating 3 assaults dating back to August 2007 that originated in the downtown area, and guess what? The 4th rape hadn't happened yet, because the other one was in November, right? Or was it December? But it was after this one, so they have 3 here. And what's weird is the guy's reading these in the paper over there. He's reading this shit. And then he goes out and commits another one 3 or 4 months after this. In a community alert issued yesterday, police said they are investigating 3 assaults dating back to August 2007 that originated in the downtown area and ended up in Charleston. Police said DNA evidence links the 3 cases. Now there's a 4th, but it was 3 months after this. In the first rape on August 8, 2007, a woman was in the area of Stewart Street in the early morning hours when she accepted a ride from an individual whom she thought she recognized. The woman was raped in Charlestown terminal area. On November 22, 2007, another woman said she was raped in Charlestown. And then last month, a woman a woman told police she was in the area of Boylston and Arlington Streets when she accepted a ride from an individual. The woman told police she was driven to the Terminal Street area in Charleston where she was sexually assaulted. The victim told police there was a struggle and the suspect fled. The latest rape occurred as police were investigating 3 indecent or sexual assaults against women in the North End this year. In July, a man pushed a woman down on Foster Street and assaulted her. Anyways, those 3 right there are absolutely this case. But now I want to go back to the one we were just looking at. Now, one of these articles, oh shit, no, I don't remember which one. There's so many. Yeah, so right here it says Nilo was originally from Boston area. So the other one was December 23rd, 2008. So now I want to go see if that one's in here. (2008) December. Matthew Nilo. And I wouldn't say that. So it would just be rape. Boston. Oh, too bad LM's not around anymore, because remember she's from that area. Maybe she remembers some of this. Let's see. No morning after pill. So we're looking for the date of, what date was that? December 23rd. So if you go up here, you click on that. There's one right there on the 23rd. Okay, what about the... What the hell? Jesus. That person was on fire. That's ridiculous. So maybe the 24th it was when it would show up. Nope. Yeah, it was kind of a miracle just finding that one. Now, Nilo was originally from the Boston area and previously lived in the North End. The alleged assaults occurred in the Terminal Street area of Charlestown on August 18, 2007, November 22, 2007, August 5, 2008, and I guarantee if there's more of them. The FBI used investigative genetic genealogy to help identify Nilo. To be crystal clear, any crimes we attempt to solve through this process must be based upon a final comparison between the crime scene DNA and the DNA from the suspect, and we only get what any other customer using a publicly accessible genealogy service would receive, said Boston FBI special agent. Nilo has been charged, so they must have done a swab now, and now they can compare it. So, let's see, where is he? So I kind of charted out. Whoa, what's going on with all that? Look at all these. It's crazy. And in green here. So all of these green pins are various places where he lived at different times. So currently he lives in New Jersey. I didn't seem to find that one. Yeah, well, I guess this is New Jersey. I have this address here. But he lived there in 2017 to 2018. But if you go right over here, this is where in 2008, so he lived here in 2000, then he lived here in 2005, and then he has a connection to this area from 92 to 2011, which encompasses the time of the assaults. And look where the assaults were, right here. The three that were mentioned in that article were there. You know, there's Terminal Street, and apparently this girl was abducted from here and moved over to Terminal Street, where she was assaulted. And then he lived here in 2008 August, which is right when there was another assault. So he kind of used this as his little base, and then would go over the bridge to commit his assaults, and then go back over. There was another one that was a little bit further away. Where was that one? And he lived around in this area too at some point. I can't find the other one. Man, he was a little bit like the East Area Rapist. Who knows what he would have done? He could have all just ended and he changed his life and everything, but I really don't give a shit. You know, it doesn't mean anything. You know, maybe the judge will look at some sort of something mitigating. But man, he terrorized those people. And he's got it in him, you know. That's in him to do something like that. He's somebody that shouldn't be wandering around in society at this point. Oh yeah, here's the other one where he picked. This isn't where he lived. This is one of his assaults, but this is where she was picked up and maybe taken over to this area. But see, that's outside, like right here. Maybe that's the base. But now he lives in New Jersey somewhere. That wasn't listed on Ben Verified. But he sure moved a lot. You ever notice these guys move a ton? I mean, they've got like 1,000 addresses associated with their names. And this guy's got like 13 or 14. You know, he's only 35 with that many. That's pretty wild. They're always... And I bet you in 2018 he started moving around a little bit more when he saw genetic genealogy existed. He knew he wasn't arrested, so didn't give a damn before. But now he's like, oh, shit. See, he was one of the people that was probably crapping his pants. And he became an attorney probably out of necessity to try to figure out, like, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? So, anyways, you guys, that was 2 hours and 48 minutes. Well, I'll definitely have to keep looking into the John Forsyth situation. I don't want to get too far down a rabbit hole without really having any information. Oh, Jesus. I wish I could do the credits at the end, but I'll try to use this screen over here. Maybe it has something. Okay, here we go. Thank you to Dobby Smith, Scott Holland with the cat eye there, Lisa Mounts. That's too loud. I'm going to switch it over to that one. Let's see. Yaya, Cheyenne R, Jay Tharp, Georgina Stoliker with a cat eye, Beth Radish, Angelia Wilcox, Zozo, Billy Juliana with the cat eye, Georgina Stoliker, Travelin' Teresa with the cat eye, Danielle, Tina Susser, Lane Dune, Linda Howell, as in Linda Molden Howe of the Cattle Mutilations and Crop Circles, David Hughes, my half-brother, Allie Cake, Nikki Duff, Allie Wrights. Are you like Allie Wrights? Did you change your name? And then Travelin' Teresa, Tracy, Kathy Chapin, Candalee Woodward Stone, Jay Tharp, Your Gypsy, Eugenie Cat Eye, Flora Morena, Jen H, and Bama Forever with a quadruple cat eye, a blank slate, Cindy J, and Bama Forever with a double cat eye, Renee H, Lori Fisher, Georgina Stoliker, Kay Me, Lisa Valenzuela, Teresa P, Bama Forever, again, another cat eye, Travelin' Teresa, Cali Gal 3 with a double cat eye, Suz F, Texas Annie, Norm Scanlon, Cindy Leon, WNC Granny, Dawn, Kathy Freidenmaker, and American Lady. Anyways, thank you guys very much for doing that, making that happen. So how about I'll spin for, we'll do 3 blue notebooks, okay? I thought there'd be more excitement to get the blue notebooks, to be honest with you. He's been around. Now, if I do the Chloe one, everybody's going to go, yay, let me get the Chloe. All right. All right, let's see. There we go. Here we go. How about we'll do 1 It's a House mug and 3 notebooks. All right, here we go. This is for the It's a House right here.
Huh? It's a house!
Look at that. Danielle gets the It's a House mug. I don't know if you've got that one yet. You probably do, though, don't you? All right. Now these are for the blue notebooks. forever. So I'll tell you what, I'll assume she doesn't want hers. But if she does, I'll send her one anyways. Alright, so anyways, we'll just shuffle. And here we go. So there's still 3 more notebooks out here. Paulette Leonard. Boom. So now there's 2 left. Unless Paulette doesn't want it. Nope, spin again. Okay, Suze F, you get one. Paulette wants to spin again. So now there's still 2 left. Texas Annie. Alright, and here's the last one right here. Suz F, Texas Annie. Danielle with the mug. Tosh. I'll spin again for her too. Alright, so 1 more. If she wants hers, she can get it too. Sure, I think she already got a couple of them. Oh, WNC Granny. You've won. Boom. There you go. All right, you guys. Thank you. I think it was a pretty successful night anyways. Kind of a really weird start and flow to it all, but it worked out. And so again, look where we're at, you guys, as the Freak Family Grant Hughes Investigate YouTube channel. Since January 2020, we've given $152,600 directly right out of the income from the show. That's pretty sweet. What's that sound? Oh. I don't know what that is. I think that's the toothbrush, the water pick. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so anyways, we've got so this year so far we're at $25,850. If we just have an average month here, we should easily get to 30 by halfway mark, which is pretty good. 50 is the goal. And then let's see. So far this year we've done Project Recovery. That's recovering war veterans that are, that have died, and they're trying to figure out who they are. And I'd like to get involved with identifying a couple of those a year through our funding, something like that. Maybe at least one anyway. So you got Project Recovery 1,000, Wounded Warrior 1,500, our DNA fund 11,500. In the backlog, we haven't done any for that one yet, but NICMEC 3,000, RAIN 3,500. Innocence Project 1,500, Texas Equisearch 2,850, Black and Missing 1,000, Indigenous Vision 500, and boom, there we go. So that comes up to the 25,850. Boom. Anyways, you guys are what make it actually happen. I do the shows, and you guys support the show, and I'm able to, because of your generosity, give a large portion of the income that I bring into the channel. What do you think of that? So thank you guys very much. And guess what tomorrow is, everybody? Day 45 in the Jody Arias trial again. I think Alice LaViolette's almost off the stand. The lady that Zozo said her hair was slicked back so far she could butter her toast with her leg hair. What the? Oh God, that's like a spontaneous utterance of pure comedy gold. Don't you think? Oh yeah, that's hilarious. That's going to be something I remember forever. It's similar to, the Cairo shit with I'll be Chibok if you want me to be. Yeah, that's like a classic. Because it just popped into your head. It wasn't like it was some sort of joke that somebody else had told. Her hair was slicked back so far. So you picture it like this. Somebody's got a bunch of product in their hair that gets it all greasy. Then it's slicked back so far that it goes all the way down to their calf about. And then you take a piece of toast out and rub it against your hairs on your legs to get that goop onto the toast. That's what I picture. See, I was actually driving somewhere trying to really sort of think through that rationally, and I just started laughing. Like literally laughing out loud, driving in a car. People probably looked at me like I was some weirdo. Yeah. Anyways, that was pretty good. Yeah, well, I made it get. It didn't make any sense. As a matter of fact, she didn't even know what it meant. But when you just think about it for a while, you go, hey, I can make that work. And the visual of it was funny. That's the whole thing. She didn't even know what it meant in the chat. We asked. She goes, I don't even know what it means. I just typed it in. But it does make sense. Slick back so far. She buttered her toast with her leg hairs. Oh yeah. That's gonna last. I might even have to record it. You know what? Why don't you record it, and I'll have it as a button. Yeah. I think that'd be great. I think you need to record it and send me the audio, and I'll. Oh yeah, I gotta make you do that. Anyways, thanks everybody for being here tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. I gotta go start editing now, and that's it. All right, so as I always say, everybody, until next time. Am I missing anything? Be safe out there. Yeah, we gave out all the prizes, everything. Man, it's awesome. Man, thanks for everybody for sending in links and so forth. Appreciate it. That Forsyth one, that Rapist one's pretty interesting to me though, because you wonder like what was he thinking? His life after that. Is he married now? Does he have... Yeah, what the hell's going on? Strange. But anyways, thanks everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. And until next time, be safe out there. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
Good night, everybody. Look at Gray, there's a bunny. There's a bunny.
And during this whole time, I have not seen one person.
Her hair was slicked back so far she buttered her toast with her leg hair.
Projector, I'm a certified human
Exactly.
lie detector. Gonna get ya
On a stretcher, if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gray is gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector. And it's gonna be a puppet actor, fool deflector, interceptor. And he is in a spectrum with a vector on his spectre with a respect, y'all. Just remember I can reject y'all.
I have no agenda.
I'm a pretender,
And I'll
serve it to you straight without the blender.
And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender.
Hey, by the way, would you guys comment after the damn shows? All right. So as soon as this show's over, just run over and make a comment. Don't just type the word comment, though. You know that's going to happen. Who's going to type that in? I know it. But, yeah, comment after the shows, all right? I mean, literally, there was 0 comments. I mean, I know it was so thorough that you had 0 questions to ever ask or comment about after last night's show, but please. All right, everybody. Thank you. And
Good night, everybody. Jay.
do it again. That was terrible.
What do you mean, Gray?
Well, just do it again.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Jay.
That was much better.
Thanks, Gray.
No problem, Mary Lou. All right, see ya. Thanks, everybody. You guys are awesome.